Do not pay to play. Don't pay promoters. Don't buy onto tours. Don't pay venues. Do not pay to play. Instead, get paid to play. There's this myth out there that when you open for shows, right? If you open in front of an audience, when you buy onto a local show, and this happens so much in hip hop and EDM music, where an artist has to pay a promoter or pay a venue to get the opening slot on a show. Or there's this myth out there that if you buy onto a tour, you spend all this money, thousands of dollars to buy onto a tour for the first of three, the first of four, the first of five, whatever it is. And that happens a lot in multiple genres, right? And there's this myth that this will automatically help you make it, right? Because you now are getting in front of a bunch of fans. I've seen so many artists in my career that opened up sold out shows, sold out clubs, theaters, arenas, and then come back to headline their own shows and can't even sell out a club. And that is proof right there. It doesn't work. And this is after having booked, produced, and promoted over 3,000 shows. Every time I've seen that band, that artist open up for a sold out show that wasn't known, that was like the opener that hasn't broken through yet, it's never worked. Instead of spending that money to buy onto a show, to buy onto a tour, to pay a venue to play, you're better off spending that money on marketing or learning how to market yourself and focus that time to work on your craft, right? To work on music, to work on performing live. Paying to play is a waste of money, and I've never seen it work out in my career. And focusing on learning how to spend ads, on how to headline or book your own shows or package your own shows with other artists in your community that are at the same level, and going into small rooms, 100 to 200 cap rooms, learning how to sell those out, and then moving up from there to 500 and to moving to 1,000. Go play a room in a different city, right? Go play an hour or two down the road from where you are and learn how to sell out a show out of town, right? And on the road, and then try to replicate that into multiple cities to now book your own mini tours. That is a much better way to spend your time and money. And since I said marketing, right? And you might be watching this and thinking, okay, marketing, where do I start? There's a lot of great resources out there, a lot of free resources on YouTube. If you want to drop a comment on this video and ask me to create a specific video, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to create some videos on how to create ads on Meta, how to optimize these ads for view content, landing pages, and all that. There's all kinds of people out there that do that. I'm thinking about doing a video on what's the best marketing course out there. There's quite a few that I've seen. Most of them rip off this one specific course that I'm thinking of. They either rip it off or they're ripping off someone that's ripped it off, right? And that's the creative juice, entrepreneur people. They have the best course out there on meta marketing, and it's actually, I think right now I'm paying $37 a month for it, right? So I'm still paying for it, and I haven't used it in years because I just want to be up to date on the content they're posting. But there's a lot of great. This is not endorsement. They don't sponsor this YouTube channel or anything, right? But they do great work, right? So for way less money than what you would spend to buy onto a tour, to pay to open for a show, you can get an amazing marketing resource, or there's many amazing marketing resources. There's free marketing resources, but for the same money, you can learn how to build ads, learn how to run your own ads, learn how to create content, book your own shows, promote your own shows, and you will get so much more out of that in long term than in the short term and playing in front of 500 people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people. Because in the short term, that will never, ever, I've never seen it return on investment. And doing the hard work, which a lot of people don't want to do, a lot of people think of the opening for shows as the easy way out. But if you think on the long term, you want to do this for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. If you are long term minded, future focused, then having a long term strategy will always be better than a short term strategy. There is no short term fix in the music industry unless you write a smash hit that goes super viral, and that is like 1 in 100 million people, right? So you're better off putting in the hard work, putting in the reps, and learn how to do this yourself. So before you buy onto a tour or a show or pay a venue to play, ask yourself, is there a better way to spend my time, my money, my energy, my resources? And is this really worth me taking that away and spending it away from the people that really matter in my life. So hopefully it was helpful. It'd be amazing if we called out promoters and venues in the comments who make you pay to play. Because most of the times, and realistically, you should get paid to play and not pay someone to play, especially when you're bringing fans out there that are going to drink beers and spend money at the bar, buy food, buy merch, right? You should be getting paid for bringing people customers. There's no other business in the world where you have to pay someone to bring customers, right? So you always get paid to bring customers. So don't pay to play. Until next time, hope this was helpful. Spread love, positivity, and kindness in the world. And remember, there's light in the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it.